What is up, guys? It's your boy Rick Gakis, and today we're going to be showcasing some of the new Rite of the 9 weapons currently dropping from the Spire of the Watcher dungeon, and going over some of the roles, quirks, and in one case, a pretty insane glitch that actually makes these weapons a lot better than people think. Spire of the Watcher is not a fan favorite dungeon. In fact, the Destiny 2 community got so mad when they realized it was going to be a 3-week rotation of Spire that they actually revolted and Bungie was forced to change the entire dungeon rotation. However, again, there are some things I think people are overlooking, and you have a couple of days left to farm Spire of the Watcher. Might be a good idea to grab some of these roles. Now, this is not your last chance. The Spire of the Watcher will be back in rotation later, but it's gonna be a while. So, let's talk about these weapons, guys. The first one is the kind of crazy glitch. So it involves the long arm scout rifle. So it belongs to a fairly unique aggressive frame archetype. So 120 rounds per minute, but it hits the hardest out of any scout rifle archetype. Now specifically, it involves the perk Recycled Energy. Now this says reloading after defeating targets grants energy to your lowest charged ability. And normally this perk is trash, dude. Like, are you serious? I gotta get a kill and then reload. That's what I need to do with Volt Shot. But instead of applying Jolt and killing the 5 enemies nearby, I get a little itty bit of ability energy. Doesn't make any sense. But it's normally trash because almost every other weapon in the game reloads with a magazine-fed reload, right? You just switch out the magazine, it's one animation, and you get all of your bullets back. But not the aggressive frame scout rifles. As you can see, when you reload these, you reload a few shells at a time, right? It is a staggered reload. So it turns out, guys, that recycled energy can trigger for every single one of those reload animations. So as you can see right here, guys, I get my long arm magazine low, I use my class ability, I start reloading, and my class ability just zooms back up. Every single time I am putting rounds into the weapon, I get a chunk of ability energy from recycled energy. So I just get my entire class ability back in like one full magazine of reload animations. Like, that is pretty crazy. Now, I do have some bad news. For whatever reason, it does not work with grenades and melees. It is only your class ability. But that is an important thing to know. Like, this does seem a little bit glitched, but recycled energy is also so hot garbage. Will Bungie ever actually fix this? And will they put this on the back burner to fix it in like multiple months? Like, who really knows? But again, an important thing to know, especially in the example I'm using in the background gameplay, like on a Titan with the Storm's Keep Rally Barricade, being able to instantaneously get your entire class ability back, like, very easily. We're not asking a lot here. Just shoot your long arm and then reload it after you put out your class ability and get your class ability back. I mean, like, that is actually pretty good. Now, unfortunately, the other perks that the long arm can get, I mean, it can get a Rolling Storm, which actually is a good pairing with the whole like Storm's Keep Rally Barricade as well, getting more bolt charge, but one of the best perks, Explosive Payload, is currently glitched with the long arm and actually makes it do less damage. So I would be a lot more excited if Explosive Payload worked properly, because I just think that's a very, very good perk. But again, still something to know about this weapon. Moving on from there, the next weapon I want to talk about is one that I just think is actually good and people should actually try to get, and that is the Wilderflight. Now, this is a double fire, a special grenade launcher. Not a lot of those in the game. We're getting a bit more from time to time, but again, still a fairly rare archetype. It's going to shoot 2 projectiles, so it's just going to do more damage than your usual special grenade launcher that's shooting a single projectile. But also, this can get the role of, first of all, disorienting grenades. Now, blinding grenade launchers have kind of fallen out of the meta a bit, but they're still very useful tools for your arsenal, and the other perks are insane. Like, I have the role here of Slide Shot, so I can just slide and instantly reload my Wilderflight, combined with destabilizing rounds. Destabilizing Rounds is probably like the most meta PvE weapon perk in the entire game. It is so good, it will just cause, you know, a nuclear chain reaction to go off and kill a massive amount of enemies. Now, your blinding grenade launcher is normally not going to be great at killing enemies, right? But, you know, you shoot it into a crowd of enemies, you hit a random goblin. If you can get that kill, if you can apply volatile, then it's not like you need to keep using this weapon. You're going to see, obviously, I do in the background gameplay to show it off, but like, you can just switch and then you can start shooting enemies. And because you're shooting volatile enemies, the way it works is they're going to keep spreading volatile. So you just have this blinding grenade launcher now with the utility of applying a void keyword. So there's a bunch of synergies with volatile as well. And just having insane ad clearing capabilities, right? Like, Destabilizing Rounds is just a bonus perk. On most of the blinding grenade launcher rolls, the final column perk is like, you know, something like Vorpal Weapon or something that doesn't really make a big difference. Well, Destabilizing Rounds can actually make a big difference, guys. And if you don't want slide shot, as you can see, it can also get the traditional auto-loading holster. So like blinding, auto-loading, plus again, destabilizing, just having kind of an insane amount of ad clearing capability with your blinding grenade launcher. Again, actually a pretty darn good roll, guys. Now, moving on from there, the last weapon I want to talk about is again one with insane potential in terms of rolls, and that is going to be the Terminus Horizon machine gun. Now, this is a high impact frame arc machine gun, and the rolls are insane. First of all, guys, it can get reconstruction, so the weapon will slowly reload itself over time up to double capacity, plus killing tally, where kills increase the weapon's damage until it's stowed or reloaded. Guys, this is the wombo combo of wombo combos, because thanks to reconstruction, it will, first of all, double your magazine to begin with. So you can start with, I mean, you can see here, I got the Adept version, Adept Mag, Extended Mag. I got up to the cap for high impact frames, which is 75 rounds in the mag. So that means, what, 150 rounds with reconstruction? That's pretty insane. But on top of that, you can just walk around with your Terminus Horizon out and reconstruction will slowly reload it automatically, which means you basically can have 100% uptime on killing tally. Just kill 3 enemies, you get the max damage bonus, and then you'll never actually need to stow or reload your weapon as long as reconstruction is doing its thing. So that is extremely powerful for a machine gun. There is only one other machine gun in the entire game that can get that roll, and that is the Commemoration, which is a raid drop, right, from the Deepstone Crypt. Now, this is a different archetype, the adaptive frame here, guys, arguably a better origin trait as well, but it's still a crazy good, crazy unique roll. The problem here, if I'm being for real, is just that the corrective measure exists. We talked about how good destabilizing rounds with the Wilderflight. Well, it's just as good, if not better, on a machine gun. And so the corrective measure, and also the Hammerhead can get the same roll. Destabilizing rounds is just so devastating for ad clearing, it makes that reconstruction killing tally roll seem obsolete. And frankly, it might just be obsolete for how good this is. Now, that could change if Bungie ever goes in and nerfs destabilizing rounds. Suddenly, you're going to have that reconstruction killing tally roll get a lot more value. But it's not just that. The Terminus Horizon can also get the roll of, here's an interesting one, Dragonfly plus killing tally, right? So you're getting kills. If you get headshots, you're causing enemies to explode. So you have that lethality. It's kind of like a mini destabilizing rounds, a plus killing tally. Very unique roll. Not to mention, guys, you can also get stuff like jolting feedback, right? Like reconstruction jolting feedback for more arc synergies, providing that jolt effect is not bad either. It can also even get rolling storm. Reconstruction rolling storm is crazy. Or the roll I have here, demolitionist rolling storm, right? Like, I'm getting my ability energy back and I'm building up bolt charge as well. Like, if you are with a build that wants those things, that could be very, very potent too. And any combination of those things, right? Demo plus killing tally is also insane. Reconstruction, rolling storm, like any combination of those things, guys, Those are just all like rock solid machine gun rolls. Like, I'm pretty happy I got Adept Terminus Horizons with a couple of those combinations. Like, you can see, like, I can swap between different combinations. Like, this is just like waiting for a buff. If high impact frame machine guns ever get a buff, you're gonna see some of these god rolls here skyrocket in value, because like, they're undeniably incredible machine gun perks here. It's just like kind of behind what other machine guns are doing, and again, its archetype isn't quite meta. It's just on the perfect place to, with one simple buff, suddenly become meta. So again, the rolls here are crazy good. But guys, that's going to be it for the video. Hope you enjoyed and found this informative. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickCacus. That is linked in the description down below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.